When I was about 13 years old, I started playing video games. Okay, I loved movies and I also loved video games. And the games I loved, they were complex games, the kind of games that required reading a lot of English. Those games are called RPGs. And one game in particular made part of my history here to become a teacher. The game was called Final Fantasy Tactics, okay? The name is not important to you, I'm just mentioning it. That game, Final Fantasy Tactics, had a huge amount of text to read. To play the game, you had to read a lot. Everything was in English, and I couldn't understand it. I had almost zero experience with translating, understanding English. But I tried playing this game anyway. And man, it was so frustrating because the visuals of the game, they were very appealing to me. They were very attractive to me. But I didn't understand anything that was happening during the battles of the game. It was a game of battles. You had your army against another army. You had to control your units against the enemy's units. I didn't understand anything, but I tried. I tried playing that game so many times you have no idea. More than 10 times I tried playing that without success. Every attempt was a huge fail, followed by me tossing the joystick aside and saying, I give up. And then a few minutes later, I would feel like, okay, but I want to play it. I want to play it. I would try again. And then I would repeat the same frustrating routine of not understanding anything and losing the first battle of the game. I tried that for a few days. And then I had an idea. I imagined something. I created a theory. What if I tried learning how to play that game by reading the game tutorial? The game tutorial was about 30 pages of text, pure text, with just a few images. And those 30 pages of text, they explained every aspect of how the game worked. So I grabbed a dictionary, a paper dictionary, because it was in 1997, before the internet or Google Translator. I grabbed a paper dictionary and I worked harder than I ever had in my entire life. I studied that game for 2 or 3 days, something like that. Instead of playing the game, I would access the tutorial and continuing translating those 30 pages. I would start the tutorial and continue from where I had stopped the day before. And by doing that, things started making sense. I started understanding what was happening when I tried playing. I started understanding how I would move my units, how I would perform attacks, how to calculate the turns strategically. I started understanding everything until a few days after I started translating the tutorial, I felt that it was time to try playing the game again. And so I did. When I finally tried, after studying the tutorial that was completely in English, something amazing happened. Because I didn't win the first battle, I destroyed the first battle. After days of frustration, The first battle went from impossible to play to very easy. And then I was finally able to continuing. I was finally able to continue playing that game.